Xenoblade 2 is versatile with how it lets you play the game. You can play easy mode, normal mode, custom mode, and its most difficult mode dubbed
Bringer of Chaos!
Now, it's possible for you to make the game very difficult within custom mode instead, but there's a lot of interesting and unique aspects of Bringer of Chaos that's not available in the custom mode menu, and can make this game incredibly difficult. Something super interesting to note about Bringer of Chaos mode is that initially it was only supposed to be unlocked after beating the game, and to be used either in post-game or in New Game Plus. However, you can get this mode unlocked early by accepting it in the DLC in the game, essentially letting you play through the base game in this insanely difficult setting. Playing this mode in New Game Plus is quite tough, but in the base game it is so difficult you might rip your hair out, bro. In this video, I'll outline how insane this difficult mode truly is, as well as showcasing my first attempt to play through this setting in the regular base game. Before we get into that though, I'd appreciate if you guys haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and we're almost at 10k subs, and it would be a sick milestone to hit. Anyways, back to the video. A lot of things change compared to normal mode in Bringer of Chaos. Let's talk about those changes. So in Bringer of Chaos, enemy attack power is increased by 25%, their attack frequency is increased by 50%, enemy HP is multiplied by 2.5 times, enemy debuff status durations are doubled, players' blade combo buffer duration is halved from 30 seconds to 15 seconds, as well as their party gauge gains reduced by 75%. Special gauge recharge gains halved, player HP restoration is halved, base chain attack damage multipliers also halved, so from the regular 300% to 150%, and enraged enemies can perform rage strikes. Now let's talk about rage strikes. This is exclusively in Bringer of Chaos difficulty. This status effect powers up the first art used by the enemy after enraging, multiplying its damage by 300%. Every time this powerful art connects with a party member, it also drains the party gauge by half a bar, so 50 points. If an enemy is capable of enraging multiple times, then it can also use rage strikes multiple times per battle. I think this is one of the biggest differences with Bringer of Chaos mode. Enraged monsters will shit on you in this mode, and we'll see some of that later on in this video during my attempts. Other things this difficulty setting has in store for us is enemies with resistances become more resistant to driver combos, knockbacks, and blowdowns. Enraged enemies gain an additive 50% more resistance to all reactions. Unique monsters and challenge mode enemies have their resistance boosted by 25%. Challenge mode is a lot more tough in this setting to do, as well as fighting any super boss or anything like that. Enemies larger than the player gain between 2.5% and 7.5% more break resistance. I never really knew this was a mechanic in the game where something bigger than you just, becomes more resistant, but that's cool. Ascended state activation consumes the entire party gauge. Aggro generation depletion works differently in this mode. And finally, critical hit rate decreases by 4.5% multiplicative for each consecutive critical hit inflicted. The effect is reset when the character fails to inflict critical damage. This nerfs a lot of critical hit based blades in this mode. Essentially, a big load of stuff is nerfed in this difficulty setting. It's more than just an artificially difficult adjustment in terms of the enemy doing more damage or having more HP. It offers a lot of things to change how you approach the battles within this game. Now let's get into my first attempt at playing through this difficulty mode. So when you start a new game, like I mentioned earlier, Bringer of Chaos difficulty is not available to you immediately. But assuming you have the expansion pass, you can get through the early parts of the game and unlock it quite quickly. So once you're done with the main story quest big job preparations, ladies, and you accept the item in the expansion pass, you'll have the Bringer of Chaos mode unlocked, along with custom mode 2 if you want to use that as well. And now our quest begins. So normal enemies in this run weren't too much trouble in this mode, assuming I'm fighting them one at a time. Our first real fight begins with this lethal Lysat King, aka this ugly ass cephalopod. Anyways, it wasn't too hard of a fight because I was not the one being aggroed in this battle, and he didn't seem to have an enrage mode, so I didn't have to wait for any sneaky surprises. However, I accidentally stood in front of him while he regurgitated, so I died like a dumbass. We fight him again, and it goes by a lot smoother. Oh, nice. Yes, sir! Let's go! Hey, second time's a charm. First time I lagged, actually. So we have our next fight to get to. I started feeling myself and decided to get there by clipping through the ancient ship and into its dark and dank lair. First try Andy, though? First try Andy? Oh my god, imagine.
Hey, look what I found!
Imagine.
Congratulations.
Imagine.
Oh.
This trick is really fun to pull off. The fight starts out pretty okay, but this is where the game mode gets crazy. Look what happens when he gets into rage mode. He one-shots Nia and Malos and then promptly kills me. That's the rage strike in action, on top of all the other things this difficulty setting brings. Let's see how many times I die to this fucking two-legged shark. Dude, I gotta piss so bad. Know that when I win this fight, I had to go pee. Alright, let's start this.
The tide of battle flows unfavorably.
I gotta go pee.
I'll bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
Let's show him a thing or
The tide of battle flows unfavorably.
What do you do?
Defeating me is no
What do you
small
do?
thing.
One more time for the fans. You can't hit me from here. Wait, he can.
Anchor shot.
No, 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 no.
Done. Why hit?
I will defeat Shark. I will succeed. I will find a way. Malice is down. Shit, shit. No, Shark Ball. Oh, we were so close. Oh my god, if the RNG there, bro. Oh. Fuck. Oh, holy shit, man. I got my ass kicked by this shark. What the hell? This is like one of the first boss fights, and it is insane. I swapped out Nia's heals for pure damage with Jin instead. You might be asking why I didn't just grind more levels to not die as easily, but a couple levels will not stop this guy from one-shotting or doing the insane damage he does. A bit more health and defense won't do much against this guy. So I just need to use my brain to defeat him in this fight, and that's what I did. I will not stop until I have him on a fucking wooden board over my mantelpiece with his ass sticking out. I'm gonna press a big red button and he's gonna start singing when I'm done with him. This is good. This is good. Come on. Come on. We need to do as much DPS right now. Now's the time to kill him. Come on. Let's go. Woo! So that was the end of my run for the day. Fighting a shark for a couple hours wore me out quite a bit. So all in all, this difficulty mode is fucking bonkers in the base game. I only know of a handful of people who have beaten it, and it is no easy feat. Feel free to try it out and conquer it yourself. If you can do that, I commend you. I would love to try to beat it myself soon, honestly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.